What do rising mortgage rates mean for homeowners? The short of it is people are not selling or refinancing. You think about it, right now, mortgage rates hit a 9-month high of 6.65%. And the compounding effect of that is refinance demand has dropped by 18%. You think about those situations, you got a 5% mortgage, maybe a 3% mortgage, rates are now 6.65. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you to refinance. Even if you were getting cash out or even shortening your term, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to refinance. There are also, a lot of people aren't moving because of where rates are. So imagine in 2021 where you got a 3% interest rate mortgage, and even if you wanted to downsize, you bought that $600,000 home, you're like, you know what, things are getting tight, I want to get a $300,000 home now. Well, that could actually be a payment that's higher than what you're currently paying now. I hadn't ran the math on that. Fact check me on that down in the comments. I'm just throwing out some numbers here. But generally, people aren't moving because even if they were to downsize, their mortgage payment is going to be higher than what they're paying now. So the real estate market and the mortgage market is at a standstill for the most part, especially when it comes to refinances. It's very hard for loan officers to find somebody who's willing and it makes sense for them to refinance off of their existing mortgage. So what is left for the homeowner is either stay in their current structure and keep paying front-loaded amortized interest, or change the conversation entirely to a different structure. That's where this really picks up steam. Because some folks will think, well, maybe interest rates are higher now than they were 2 years ago or 3 years ago, or heck, even 5 years ago. Business may be struggling. No, it actually picks up because when interest rates go up, people are looking for alternative ways to access their capital, to maybe pay off their home, maybe to start a business, maybe to weather a financial storm that they're in. So this is actually a great season for us when interest rates go up because it forces the average homeowner to think differently. Like, hey, maybe the mortgage route is not the route. Is there anything else out there under the sun that could be an alternative to getting a mortgage? That's what we do. Actually, it's what we've been doing for over 12 years. And it doesn't matter what rate environment it is, for the right people, this makes the most sense to transition from a front-loaded amortized mortgage, closed-end mortgage, where money can only go in one way and it can't come out freely, to something that frees up access to your equity and also gives you the confidence to pour 100% of your income into, allows you to pay it off a lot faster, save a lot of money in interest while maintaining 100% liquidity. So this is a great season for us. Yet nobody mentions this, but a high rate environment is actually when the conversation starts directing towards a cash flow strategy being far more efficient than a payment structured strategy, which is what a mortgage is. You can only make payments on a mortgage. You can make extra payments, but it is a payment strategy. In a mortgage, you cannot have a cash flow strategy because after 1934, it became a closed-end installment loan front-loaded with interest, forcing you to open up checking and savings accounts. So the conversation has now changed because interest rates have been driven up for good reasons. And think about it this way, low rates, people refinance. Conversation stays on payment. When it comes to high rates, refinances typically disappear and the conversation has to shift to structure. And here's the key shift. Results don't depend on rates dropping. They depend on monthly cash flow margin. And here's the opportunity. The stuck homeowners waiting for rates to fall to refinance are often the exact households with the margin plus the equity to run this now. And by the way, if you enjoy this content, please hit subscribe, like this. It helps us grow the channel. And we're providing valuable financial concepts to you and your family. Hopefully it can help you along your journey, become transformational. So the easiest thing and the freest thing you can do is just hit like and subscribe, and it helps us grow the channel. And it's incentivizing us to actually deliver more of this to you. So if this has piqued your interest, what should you be calculating right now? One, your cash flow margin. Do you make more money than you spend? If the answer is yes, then this often is the exact opportunity and strategy that you should be entertaining. You can trust but verify. We've had 12,000 plus clients nationwide over the last 12 years, and we have a 98% success rate. You're probably asking yourself, well, what's the 2%? Well, buyers are liars. Some people tell us they make 10 grand when they only make 6. It happens. But nonetheless, we try our best to verify those numbers. So number one is cash flow margin. Do you make more money than you spend? And number two is calculating how much interest you'll pay on your existing payment structure versus our cash flow structure. If there is a massive difference, obviously ours being much lower, this is something you should entertain because Are you that loyal to your lender or bank to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just donate $170,000 on average of how much we save our clients? I'm so loyal to my bank and lender, I'm just going to donate an additional $170,000 to them. Or are you more loyal to yourself and your family? If the answer is you and your family, then you should use every available tool and strategy to save those hundreds of thousands of dollars that stays in your piggy bank as opposed to the bank's pockets. Waiting for rates to drop is a rate strategy. And you're comparing apples and oranges here. And that could be a long time before interest rates go down. It could be next year, it could be in the next 5 years, I don't know. It's cyclical, it will happen at some point, but who knows when it's going to happen. But that is a rate strategy. What we play is a cash flow strategy, where we're more focused on the interest that you pay versus the interest rate that dictates your payment. That is not the same conversation, and they don't produce the same outcome. So again, please like and subscribe. If you want to know more, just click the link in the comments below. Y'all take care, God bless.